Hello everyone, Canon Low here, back with more Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet, and this time we're going to finish off Lievre. So without further ado, let's go to the Lost Gate here, since we should have all of the keys. So let's see what this dungeon has to offer, because when I tried entering it on normal mode, it wouldn't even let me in. So this is my very first time going into this one. I'm pretty sure that's being way too optimistic, because she made it very clear that she was determined on her goal.
そうだね。確かにいきなり戦うよりも話し合いで解決できるなら。
しかし、交渉が成立しなかった場合はすぐに決断が必要だ。
アリスちゃんは勇ましいのね。そして正しい。でもまずはみんなにはリエーブルとお話ししてほしいの。
それは何かの作戦ですか？
内緒よ。
Well, not telling us your plan isn't exactly the best idea, I don't think.
何事ですか？
I think this area is higher level than the Demon Cave, because I didn't change the difficulty from last time. So if I went in here on extreme mode, these guys should be roughly around level 170 or so. So that's kind of cool. What? Did I just phase through through the floor? Well, I wasn't intending that to happen. I completely failed with using the grappling hook there, and I phased through the wall. Phased through the floor. Or at least I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to happen. Well, unless I didn't. It certainly looked like I went through the floor. I might have to restart this because of that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if I was on normal mode, the fastest smiles probably would have been very troublesome there. Or if I decide to, well, since this is a higher level area and they're probably gonna give me higher level weapons in comparison to the Demon Cave on Extreme Mode, I'm probably gonna try this dungeon on Extreme Mode at some point. So, see how much of a difference that switching between two difficulties will make. Because, like I had mentioned before, normal mode seems to be 4 times harder than easy mode, and extreme mode raises the level and of course makes them even harder, so that's gonna be interesting. These guys are just bullet sponges now, aren't they? Well, they do give you a pretty big amount of experience. So these guys are kind of like mini bosses on their own. And I also got a legendary item from them. It's pretty good. Yeah, I think phasing through the floor kind of messed me up here. Because I'm not exactly sure if I'm actually moving forward or not. I mean, I could be moving backwards for all I know. Even though that wouldn't make any sense considering that I'm opening doors, but... I don't exactly feel like I'm moving in the intended direction of where I'm supposed to go. Oh no, you don't. Yeah, I would have been. I already know for a fact that I would have been done there if I was on normal mode. From that, just the single light fastest smile there. Like, where am I? Yeah, like, I am kind of going in, like, the complete opposite direction of where the quest marker is. Yeah, these guys are just super tanky. But they at least sort of, they sort of give enough experience to make them worth it. Well, that helped a little bit. Okay. So that seems to literally be the end of this mess that I've put myself in. Let's go back to the entrance now, shall we? So, evidently, if you unlock a door and you are in the middle of falling in a pit, you can fall through the floor and do what I just did. That sounds like a great idea. And those snipers would pretty much one-shot me, I'm sure, if I was normal difficulty as well, because snipers in this game actually deal a lot of damage. And I'm actually really happy about that, because it just wouldn't make any sense if they weren't a reasonable threat. So I am happy that they made it accordingly dangerous. Though I'm not sure if it's because of me or what, but it seems like whenever I use sniper rifles, I tend to do less, not exactly the damage that I would want snipers to do, so I don't know. And I do like the quotes that Alice and Yu-Gi-Oh talk to each other about. Oh, we have another clone. Attack of the clones! It would have been really nice if they made clones of more characters than just the ones that they have made. Because from what I've seen, there's only like 5 different Arphasis clones that were made. There was Yamakaze Dane, Musketeer X. Well, I don't know if we actually fought Musketeer X or Dane copies, but Yamakaze, Itsuki, Kureha, Asuna, and Kirito, and that's it. So I'm not entirely sure if there's more or not. I mean, it would have been really nice to have a confrontation where you're fighting like half of the people you know. Oh, apparently I'm supposed to go this way? Well, he's the only enemy in this area, so... Yeah, that's why the stun trap is quite useful. So that unlocks the other door, though. Because it looks like I'm supposed to go in here. But it's leading me this way. I'm a bit confused about that. Am I supposed to go this way and then loop around or something? When I'm sprinting, my agility actually kicks in quite nicely there. Yeah, I was really kind of hoping with how they made it sound that, especially since they have mentioned that that there was like enemies I mean the clones fighting players in Glocken itself, that we would have a moment that had like us maybe fighting 5 or more clones at a time, and then being in Glocken itself, like in a special, or at least like a special part of it that is unavailable normally or something. And I think that would have been really cool to see there. Okay. Okay, I went up there. Okay, that is what spawns the enemies. I just don't really feel like I'm going the right way because of because that door back there, it opened the opposite door, and it just doesn't feel like I'm going the right way. Going in the opposite direction of what I'm supposed to, but as far as I know, this is the only way that they're allowing me to go. So that's a bit confusing. And being at my limit for inventory space doesn't exactly help. Basically, for my type of character, if I wasn't on easy mode and was on normal or extreme, and I became overweight, I would be screwed, because agility is a big factor in my character's strengths. I mean, I don't really completely rely on it, because I find that in many cases, unless you're sprinting at full speed, you usually get hit while you're moving anyway. But it does help in being a distraction for the rest of your characters. Okay, yeah, this is basically where we went last time, so did I do something wrong, or what? I'm a bit confused. Okay, that unlocks that door. So what is up these... Did I go up these stairs? I don't think I did. Or... Oh, okay. I did go up the stairs, but not through the door. Okay, I think I get where this is going. I did go the wrong way, but I was going the right way, but the wrong way. Okay, now I've done the midpoint, so I can go back and sell my junk if I want. And I should probably... I think I'm gonna do that. Because having that reduced speed is kind of annoying. And I even leveled up. That's interesting. Yeah, I suppose yeah, I think I was like 200,000 from a level when I started, so yeah, I probably killed plenty by this time. So let's get rid of our junk here. Yeah, so that takes care of that. And then sell all of the uninteresting weapons. Like for me, a lot of these weapons have stuff that either I'm planning to use, or I'm going to put into the weapons of my party members. Like, a lot of them have plus damage towards mech life forms and humanoids or whatever. And even though that well, one of mine might have something like that in my guns, but I don't really like the for my weapons. I personally don't like having a damage versus a specific type of enemy, because I would rather have something like weapon attack or physical power, physical attack and stuff like that instead, and increasing the damage against everything instead, or like weak point damage, critical damage, stuff like that instead. So and I don't know how useful like attack from behind would be. So yeah, I'm pretty much hoarding these weapons, even though that, to be completely honest, I really shouldn't be. And I'm kind of waiting until I get like a legendary weapon with mods for like for my other party members, or at least the main characters that I'm going to be using, a legendary weapon that has like most of the mods that I would have them use, and then switch it up from there. Like this one, the Sylph Type B, I might use on one of them, and because how it works for putting mods into the weapons of your other party members is that you can't actually modify them. You can only enhance them or replace them with new stuff. So having a legendary weapon allows them to have the maximum mods that they will ever need. And also, I think I'm probably gonna craft this. Like, you also should craft it into exactly the right mods you have before you lose the weapon and put it into your ally's weapon, because of course you can't actually modify them like you can before you put them on. So yeah, I only have like 10 inventory space, so that isn't great. I'll give myself a little bit more luck. Yeah, I only have like 13 inventory space. And I guess I'll sell that. I didn't mean to do that. There we go, sell. Rarity. Get rid of these, and then like 1% explosive resistance or 1% defense. I don't think I'll ever use that. So that gave me a little bit more space. Alright, so with that out of the way, hopefully we can now continue without being overweight. Okay, midpoint. Hopefully it loops around, because, I mean, well, I suppose it should, but it's just really weird how it's laid out to me. It's almost like, oh, you should go through this door to go directly to the boss, but you take the long way around for some reason. And there's even a door there, so maybe after you kill the boss, you're allowed to go back to the teleporter or whatever. Yeah, that fastest smile, he was only doing like, what was it, 55 damage to me? If this was on normal, he would be doing like over 1,000. Like, the difference between these difficulties is just ridiculous. Like, if going on easy mode, like, I could just sit here and face tank all the damage. Like I wouldn't even need to dodge anything or move around. I could just stand there and face tank the damage because they just don't really deal any damage to me. And on normal, but like I said, they would at the very least be dealing 1,000 damage or more per shot to me. This door is sealed. To remove the seal, you need 5 different passcodes. 4 of them have been detected in north, south, east, west locations of the Old South, but the exact location is unknown. All of the other codes are unknown. So... okay. That's kind of random, if you ask me. I mean, we already have 3 keys. So let me see here. So let me read that again. Does it mean the town part have been detected? Where areas of, like it just says the Old South. Okay, so I guess I'll have to search the whole entire area. I mean, I don't exactly want to look up everything, but at the same time, I don't want to spend like a huge amount of time trying to figure out where some of these items are. So my only guess is that they would either be in 4 corners of town or 4 corners of the map itself. Which I'm kind of thinking that it might be the 4 corners of town, because, wait a minute. Yeah, I already opened that chest right there, so... get rid of these guys. I find the sniper butterflies probably one of the most annoying enemies in the game. Especially when you're trying to fight something, and then they're aggroed from like a quarter of the entire area. They're aggroed to your location. Like you could be over there where that building is, and then go after the wasp boss, and you could aggro the 2 sniper butterflies way over there, and it's really pretty irritating at times. I mean, is there another chest over here that I am not quite seeing yet? Yeah, because that just gives me that. So yeah, considering how little damage you take in easy mode, I would definitely say that level grinding is probably easier on. I mean, faster on easy mode in comparison to even extreme mode, because you just don't need to deal with everything just deals so little damage to you that you don't need to worry about your health really. And then they give you the same XP as they would have in normal mode. Oh, there's a chest right there. Maybe that's what I'm looking for. And oh yeah, it is. Or fastest small Punisher? Well, nope. Nope. Well, either they're really bad shots or something, because they're not even hitting me. They must be aiming for the other party members. Oh, suppression and overweight. This is... nope. At least my dodge roll is about the same speed. Well, I gotta say, if I was in normal mode, that would have been a huge problem. Send your star chart? Huh? Let me look at that quick. I'm guessing it's a key, must be a key item, isn't it? Q diary. Oh yeah, that's the part. Oh, here. Okay, a scrap of paper needed to unlock the seal on the door depicting a card of blah blah blah. Okay, so. Okay. So my guess is that there's gonna be one in town and then one in four corners of the map, because I'm actually kind of in the eastern corner of the map. So this overweight is really annoying. Guess that does make sense. I think I got it. I might not actually need to look up exactly where everything is, but about those fastest smiles, like the fastest smiles, they tend to be significantly harder than any enemy. Well, besides the some bosses, they seem to give me a lot of problems. The light ones, anyway, that are pretty mobile, and they have pretty powerful handguns as well, and they seem to always aim for your head with ease, and that allows them, like I said, to do like 1,000 damage with every shot against you, and they just have handguns. So them using sniper rifles, that just didn't look like something I would have wanted to deal with. So for once, I'm actually happy about being on easy mode. And for some reason, I don't think they even really dealt damage to me. They only put on suppression, so that's kind of odd. Yeah, the chest must be right there, and I'm gonna call this episode after I get this item here. More punishers. Yeah, fastest smiles with sniper rifles. Not a good combo. Okay, so they basically, their shot that gives you suppression doesn't seem to actually damage you. And why do they miss so frequently? Why don't the normal ones do that? They always headshot me with ease. And then they're given a sniper rifle, and then they just miss all of the time. Okay. Makes complete sense. Okay, I thought he was aggroed there. So this is where I'm going to call it for now. In the next part, we will track down the rest of the star charts, and it seems that each one is in a pretty easy to get to spot that I shouldn't need to actually look up where they are, hopefully. So thank you very, very much for watching, and have a wonderful day.